Hey guys, I wanted to do kind of like a little makeup tutorial for you guys. I know everyone's pretty much back into school already, but I guess you could consider this almost like a back to school look. I'm also showing you how I do my hair in this video too. So I usually start off with my makeup first, and I'm just using the Ulta eye primer, tinted eye primer in Peach Glow. And then I'm using the Revlon Colorstay Cream Shadow in 710. I think this is like bronze something, I'm not sure. It's like a bronzy color. And actually, when you're first putting on this color, using the applicator it came with is actually the best way to get the most impact. So applying this shadow, I suggest using the applicator first, and then you can blend it out later with other shadows or a clean blending brush. So these are pretty easy to blend out, but if you want the most color impact, using the little applicator on the top of the lid is your best bet. So to blend this out, I'm just going to go in with the Ulta Baked Bronzer here. The bronzing palette I have is Sunlight, California Sunlight. I was looking at the name. So I'm just blending out the edges of that cream shadow in my crease and all of that, and I'm kind of putting it on top of the cream shadow too to give it a little bit more of a bronzy look, because sometimes this cream shadow pulls more taupey than bronzy, so I wanted to have a more bronzy look, so I put that bronzer on top. And I'm also putting it on my lower lash line just to kind of tie everything in together, and using that same applicator that it comes with. And then going back in with the bronzer and a pencil brush. I haven't been listing my brushes down below because I'm going to do a video on my most used brushes in my YouTube tutorials. So that will be coming up soon, so look out for that. That's why I haven't been listing my brushes down below. So I'm just taking a gray eyeliner. This is a L'Oreal Infallible eyeliner, and the color is gray. And I'm just messily lining my upper lash line and not being too precise because I'm just going to smudge it out with this angled brush. And then I'm also going to take this on my waterline. This stuff stays pretty good in the waterline. It still runs on me a little bit, but not as bad as some other ones, so this is pretty good. So same thing, just smudging it out in the waterline, lower lash line with the same angled brush. And then just going in with my UrbanDecay eyeshadow in Blackout, and I'm just going to kind of top this off. I wish I had a matte gray eyeshadow to top it off with, but I don't, so I just use this black one and kind of deepens up the line a little bit. So, and this is like a very smoky, smudgy look, so it looks really messy right now, but once you get lashes and the rest of your face done, it comes together as per usual. And then I decided to put some of the bronzer on the lower lash line again to kind of bronze it up a little bit more. And then I didn't put anything on this brush. I'm just kind of blending out a little bit. And then just taking a makeup wipe. These are the simple Hydro Boost makeup wipes. Nothing crazy, but just kind of cleaning up the edges a little bit. And then taking the highlight shade, and I put a little bit more eyeshadow primer, same one, Ulta Peach Glow Tinted Eyeshadow Primer, on my brow bone because I used the makeup wipe to clean up my brows a little bit too. They were looking messy. They hadn't been plucked in a while, so the brow pomade I used that grabbed onto every hair, so I was trying to clean those up and lost some of that primer, so I re-primed it, and I'm just kind of lightly dusting this highlight shade on my brow bone because The whole eye is very shimmery, but I don't mind having a whole shimmery eye. It doesn't really bother me too much, so I just lightly dust it. And I put some in my inner corner too to brighten that up. And then taking that bronzer shade on my face. I love using my bronzers in my eyes and on my face because I really feel like it just really pulls your whole look together. And I'm not really contouring, I'm just warming up the face. I pretty much just slap my bronzer on and all that. And I make sure I bring it down to my neck too. So this is the Milani blush, and this is Red Vino, and this stuff is really pigmented. It's, yeah. I definitely made a boo-boo and put way too much on, so I'm just kind of trying to blend it out a little bit with a clean, fluffy brush. Another way you can fix this is taking your bronzer on top of it and doing that, or taking a skin tone powder foundation and doing that. Toning it down a little bit. You can also use your highlighter like I am, and I'm going to tone it down a little bit and just try and get that toned down. So fair warning, if you buy this blush and use it, you'll only need a tiny bit, and I suggest using a smaller brush than me. I haven't used this blush in so long, so I really forgot how pigmented it really was, and it looks even more pigmented in the camera than it did in person too. So okay, so for my lashes, I showed you I used the L'Oreal Voluminous primer and Carbon Black mascara, and now we're moving on to the hair. I'm just making sure everything is brushed through, and I love doing this hairstyle because I only do half my hair basically. So I'm taking a boar bristle teasing brush, which is my favorite type of teasing brush. I feel like it works best on my hair. I have thin hair, but I have quite a bit of hair, but it's pretty thin. So whatever teasing brush works for you guys. So I just tease the top of my head and my crown and just smooth it down a little bit. We don't want a snooky looking tease here. We just want just a little bit of volume. So I spray it with some hairspray, and I'm using the Big Sexy Hairspray. And then I use the baubles, I think they're called. They're like the weird looking rubber bands. They're like I don't know how to explain them. If you know what they are, you know what I mean. And I basically just throw my hair into a messy bun. And I always check the back to see where I need to put my bobby pins, and I use the spin pins, those bun pin makers. I think Conair makes them. You see the spin. They used to have commercials for them all the time. So I put both those in. I put one in the top and one in the bottom. Sometimes I put them on the sides of my bun. It just depends on where I need them. And then I used a regular bobby pin to pin down the sides a little bit. And this doesn't have to be perfect because it's a messy bun, so you know, doesn't have to be perfect. Mine turn out different every time I do it. And then I always check the back just to kind of see how it looks. Always check the back of your head, always. When I was in high school, there was girls that didn't check the back of their heads, and you could definitely tell. So always check the back of your head. That's a huge tip. So I put some heat protectant on. I'm kind of bougie about my hair stuff. You don't have to be, but I am. I use the Biolage heat protectant, and then I'm using a Hot Tools big barreled curling iron, the biggest barrel they have. Anything that you use, I'm sure will work just fine. I'm kind of picky and bougie about my hair things. My aunt is a hairstylist, so you know, I kind of get that family discount. So anyway, I'm just using the big barrel curling iron, and I'm not taking like exact section amounts. Some of my sections are bigger, some of mine are smaller, and I just curl those sections. And yeah, it's super easy. You only do half your head. And no joke, guys, I don't use clips to hold my hair off to the side. I use my mouth. This is like legit real life. This is really how I do it. So yeah, but that's how I do my hair. I just take sections of hair and curl it, and I hold the curling iron sideways. And I only hold it there for like a couple seconds, so they're just nice and loose. And I use my curling iron on the hottest setting. Probably shouldn't, but I do. I feel like it goes faster. But that's why I put heat protectant in my hair. And then again, checking the back of my head, making sure I got everything and seeing whatever I need to touch up. Maybe if I need to make a piece a little bit of a tighter curl or whatever I need to do. And then I usually let my curls cool for a little bit. I usually don't put my jewelry on before I hairspray my hair. I'll take it out. So. And then I hairspray it, I finger through it and just kind of loosen them up just a little bit because they'll fall throughout the day. So I just loosen them up just a little bit and just hairspray my hair. And then for my lip gloss, I'm taking the NYX Butter Gloss. I fell in love with this thing again. This is the color Tiramisu. This is the perfect light nude color. It's so pretty. I don't know why I stopped using this lip gloss, but it's like the best lip gloss of life. So that's it. Pretty easy.
I hope that you enjoyed that little kind of get ready with me with kind of like a back to school or just an easy makeup look to do. You know, if you're every time he chews on his ball, every time. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little kind of like get ready with me. Hopefully you guys found that easy enough. I think my looks are kind of for someone who really enjoys makeup and enjoys applying makeup and stuff, so I'll try and think of a little bit of a simpler look, if like maybe just using one eyeshadow or something like that along the lines. I know that some people really don't wear very much makeup to school, but I wanted to do, you know, just something that was kind of easy but still a little glamorous feeling, and this is what I like to do and look like, so that's typically what I do anyway. I really like my eyes defined, and you know, you usually typically don't see me without eyeliner when I have makeup on because I really like defining my eyes and all of that. Dante is laying on my pillows that I just fixed. So yeah, and then the hair, I always do my hair like this because it's just easy. You only have to do like half your hair. And this is what it looks like lived in for a couple of hours because I didn't get to finish filming before I went to work. So this is what my makeup looks like and my hair looks like when it's been lived in for a few hours. So hopefully you guys enjoyed and hopefully you found that helpful. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel if you like beauty and cleaning videos and a little bit of just a few lifestyle vlogs here and there. So yeah, as always, live life in full bloom, and I will see you guys later. Bye.